victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Durham. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Takes a handoff. It's Durham. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's the pressure. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands, it's Hansen. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Or they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
On the run from inside his 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air. It's Lagway. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Now this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Green. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. LSU quick to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with the 5-yard touchdown run. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Lagway. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they
threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Okay, quick. Moves. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Durham. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go. Right. Double. Let's go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Hansen. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators in the hurry up. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off play action. Lets it fly. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Finds a tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't...
And they got him! A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Durham. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
First and goal, LSU.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
First and 10.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before. He's going to fire deep. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He tries to take the top off. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Rush is on him. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And they'll take over.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big throw. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
At the 11-yard line. And first down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The give from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
First and 10.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Lagway. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball so fast.
Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Creates a little space. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's got an open man. Touchdown LSU! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Jumped on top of the pile.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. LSU.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
No matter how much college